What's going on, Minties? This is the Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, and I am joined with my co-host, Rob,
What's
SS4 Rob. What the hell is your name? What do you go by? I don't even know what you go by anymore.
uh Rob 64? Rob 64.
Rob
What? See,
64.
that's why Rob 64.
Okay, cool. Rob 64. Right. And today we're doing a live video game hauls for the month of May.
Yes, that's right.
And we do this every once a month. We try to put video game content out there because Rob is in the video game industry and works for, is it Gun Media or Gun Studio? What is it called?
Gun Media. Gun
Gun
Media.
Media. I knew it. So yes, Gun Media, Rob 64. All right, Rob, why don't you kick it off? What did you pick up for this month? And then we'll see if anybody's in the chat. This is kind of a last minute thing I forgot to post about, but luckily our PR lady Amanda was on it. So
Thank you, Amanda, friend of the show.
thank you for. All right, Rob, why don't you kick it off, man? What do you
All
what,
right,
do you,
all right,
what
all
did you
right.
get?
So, first of all, I want to do something that's very unusual. You used to give me a bunch of grief about getting games and not playing them. So, I picked this up. This is Sega 3D Classics Collection.
Yep, never gonna play it.
Incorrect. Not only did I open it, look at this. I also played it. The reason you don't see it is because it's in my 3DS. It is fantastic. Let me talk a little bit what this is. So in Japan, there's a studio called M2. They do great emulation. They're probably one of the smartest dev studios in Japan as far as like knowing how the old processors and old technology work in these games. They usually make the emulators for like high-profile projects such as Sega Ages, the Street Fighter collection, a lot of the virtual console games, tons of stuff. They are world renowned for their expertise. So what this is are a bunch of these. I think this is actually they call it the Giga Drive. They came up with this Mega Drive emulator, but they modified the games to take advantage of the 3DS's 3D capabilities.
Uh
Some of the games were like not on this collection. Like some of the games that I have on my 3DS are Streets of Rage and Gunstar Heroes, and like the multi layers of parallax scrolling and stuff is actually in 3D. And when you're playing like Streets of Rage, you walk forward and back like it's in 3D. It's fantastic. So on one of my favorite podcasts, My Life in Gaming, make sure you subscribe to that. They had a discussion about M2, the company in Japan, and they brought up Sega 3D Classics Collection.
Happy
And I'm
birthday,
looking.
Reese. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
No,
I know
no,
I
no.
haven't.
Yeah, please do, please
Happy
do. Happy
birthday,
birthday,
and
happy
thank you
birthday,
for the
Reese.
thank you for the love, and thank you everybody for joining us on this Wednesday evening, morning, wherever you are located. Wednesday, right? If it's still Wednesday, wherever you are.
I think it's still Wednesday.
All right, so go ahead about this. So when did this come out?
So this has actually been out for a long time, and when I looked at it on the screen, I was like, I'm pretty sure I have this. And then I went and looked. I did not. Apparently, this is one of those things that I meant to buy, but did not actually buy. So I immediately
Gotcha.
bought it and opened it and played the crap of it. So some of the games that are on here, there are 9 games that are on here, which are Power Drift, Puyo Puyo 2, Sonic 1. So you have to worry about Sonic 3's Michael Jackson music. Final Fantasy Zone 2, Galaxy Force 2, Thunderblade, Fantasy Zone 2 bonus, or the bonus ones are Fantasy Zone 2, Maze Walker, and the most important game on here, Altered Beast.
Rise from your grave. Yeah, yeah. Got it.
Great. It's
Okay.
terrible for you.
That's cool. Reminds me
So
a lot of those other collections. And something else we can talk about later on is the Genesis thing that just dropped with all the games, or
yes,
they dropped the announcement of the games. Okay,
definitely talk
so
about that. Go
I'm
ahead.
going to talk about one of the games that I got from Limited Run Games. This is Castlevania. This came in last week, and I forgot the box was sitting there.
Yeah,
Uh,
mine
so,
hasn't come in. How did you get it before me?
oh, I know the guy that runs the company really well. We're really
I
good
know the
friends.
guy who runs the company really well.
Actually, I don't know this fucking cat, dude. But no, it's the 8-bit version, not to be confused with the curse. What is it? Bloodstained, the regular
Bloodstained
edition, right?
Curse. Hold on. Ritual of the Night.
Right. So this is Bloodstained. I called it Castlevania, but we all know what it is.
Yes, Castlevania.
So this is still sealed. I'll probably open it up here. This is the limited edition one. Limited run games, I used to be a big fan of them, but it seems like they just keep mass producing these things. So making them which is, I guess, a good thing. But for a company that used to do what was it when they first started, like 300 or something like that, and
Yeah.
now they produce like 3,000 of these. So, are we still limited run games, or are we just run games? Right? That's the
I'm
thing.
going to tell you, you are still limited run because that Castlevania that you have, I went to try and order it, and I got my order in, yay. But literally 3 minutes later, I had to refresh to see if there are any more. Sold
Mhm.
out. So
Well,
even if there are,
that's the thing though. These cats are like jumping on this, ordering like 5 or 10 of them, and then trying to put them on eBay. And
which is if you're doing that, darn you to heck, you are the worst type of
darn
human.
you too. Wow, the
Darn you to heck.
worst time. Okay, so it comes in this little slipcase box. I like it. That's that's cool. And then there's a box inside of that sleeve. Let's see what else is in here. Let's see what else. What other goodies are in here?
I think you have my copy, bro. Bring it back.
Yeah, this one actually says Rob Fox. Huh. So this is the Switch version. I know there's a was there a PS Vita version too? I believe.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I like
Yeah.
that. It's like a Nintendo. What were they called? The Nintendo
Slip cases.
cartridge slip cases, and it comes with a poster, a double-sided poster. Whoa,
Oh
big
my
money
god.
now!
Big
Big
money, big
money!
prizes.
Big money! Is that upside down? If it's upside down. Curse of the Moon. Needless to say, this is the 8-bit version, so it doesn't look as cool as the posters make it out to be. But it
Have you played?
is.
Have you actually played the games?
Um, the Bloodstained games? No.
No, the Circle of the Moon. Have you played Circle of the Moon?
The
Because it's been
Castlevania?
out. It's been available digitally for a while. So I have it on the Switch and the. I have a Switch on PC. So I'm a
Oh,
Kickstarter
wait.
backer. So
And there's
yeah.
a soundtrack. Yeah, I tried to kickstart it, but then the physical copy got canceled for the Vita, I think, and I was like,
Yes.
not for me then. Because I like physical, you know me,
Yeah.
right? I'm a big physical dude, so um, yeah. So that's what I got from Limited Run Games. So carry on, my good man, while I try to
That's
put this thing back together again.
that's awesome. So this is going to be a very limited run. Actually, we should probably call this episode a limited run episode. So everything I have to show now is from limited run.
What, really?
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
like those guys? No, I have other stuff that's limited edition, but
Okay.
it's really cool. I'll show you. Go ahead.
All right. So this is Luminous. Or if you're from Kentucky, you say Lumines. But
Luminous,
Luminous.
Luminous. Oh
Lumines.
man, I saw that. That's ridiculously large. That's what she said.
Phrasing. So what this is if I recall correctly, this is a Switch version because that was all that they had left when I went to go try and buy it. Because if you're not there at 10 o'clock, forget you. If you're not there at 6 o'clock, sorry about your luck. So this includes the vinyl soundtrack to Luminous. And if you ever played Luminous, if you ever played on the PSP or whatever iteration, the music is fantastic, fantastic. So this is done by, let's see, Resinair, the same folks who did the amazing Res VR.
How much was that one?
It wasn't that expensive. $60 maybe, something like that.
Philip Evans in the chat.
So
Go
you
ahead,
should
man.
know. You know what you should do? You should give shout outs to everyone in chat. Give shout outs to everyone in chat.
Okay, what's up, Daniel? Philip Evans. I love that guy. Not censored. It's 2 a.m. and he goes live. What am I supposed to do? Not censored. You do the responsible thing. You watch this show and then you go to bed.
No, you watch the VOD.
Mac Haven Comics, Reese Bailey, what is going on? And Daniel Tinerello. I hope I said that right. So Rob is showing us his Illuminati.
Luminous remaster. Tetsuya
Did
Mitsubishi.
you see Jay-Z just made a billionaire? Go ahead.
Yes, Jay-Z was the first hip hop person to be a billionaire. Yes, I saw that because Black news it just kind of percolates. We just hear these things.
You get that before I do?
Yeah,
I get Latino Times.
You get Latino Times. I get Black news.
All right, go ahead.
So there you go. So that is Luminous Remastered, the full soundtrack, the vinyl soundtrack. All of you all who are collectors, you need to get a good record player because there's a bunch of vinyl that's coming out. I've talked about, and I think I've showed Streets of Rage, Gunstar Heroes, Castlevania, the vinyl soundtrack, Ninja Gaiden, Thunder Force 4 is coming out as a vinyl soundtrack. I think Katamari Damacy is, and there's all kinds of great soundtracks. So get yourself a good record player. You can get a pretty good, decent one for $99. You can get an awesome one for $250. This is why. This is dope. Looking forward to opening that one day.
So thank you very much, Rick Nelson, for not even having a video game system, but just here to support us. That's really nice of you, man.
Appreciate that, Rick.
And the green laser, thank you very much for congratulating us on our 10,000 subscribers.
Over
That's really cool.
10,000!
Yeah, it's really humbling, man. It's really cool. So the next games, I'm gonna give a huge shout out to my boy Kyle, because he was like, "You need to own these games. I know you need to build up your Switch library," because and he knows how big of a physical guy I am. Kyle's a really good friend of mine.
Kyle is awesome.
So this is what he sent. This is what he sended me. Proper English here. Okay,
this is what he done sending me.
So not only did he send me Sekiro Collection Volume 1.
Oh my.
He sent me Volume 2, and I've already gone and beat the shit out of this game. Now, if you know anything about my life recently, my wife just got Final Fantasy X, and it has been impossible to play the Switch. But every time I get a chance, I play this game, because this game has Gunbird, it has Strikers 1945, Samurai Aces, and Soul Divide, which we never really got a proper version of here in America. So this is a beautiful, wonderful physical edition. Now, I believe all these games are available for digital download, but me, I like to hold them physically, baby. And then this is now I got into Gunbird 2, and I beat Strikers 1945 2, and there's also Dragon Blaze and Tengai in here. So Kyle, thanks a lot, man, and I'm not done with his stuff. This is another one that he got me that I didn't even know existed. Do you know what this is?
Oh, that's Kobun Heat. River City Ransom.
That is River City Ransom, but this also has Double Dragon, Crash and the Boys, Street Challenge, and Renegade, and Super Dodgeball.
And not Double Dragon. Not Double Dragon, but everything else you just said.
I thought it had Double Dragon. Yeah, it has Double Dragon 2, and Double Dragon 3.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big collection, man. I didn't even know this existed, so this is really cool. So Kyle, you are the man. And then he got me a couple of limited edition things, but we'll talk about that here in a second when you get done with your limited run talk.
Limited run talk. That's awesome. The fact that it has Double Dragon 1 and 2, I assume those are the arcade versions, correct? Or the Nintendo versions?
These are the arcade versions. So really quick, not censored. Actually, Amanda and I are going to do a live show on Sunday talking about reviewing the Doom Patrol Season 1 and talking about other news, including the Swamp Thing pilot. So stay tuned to the channel for that. It's going to be on Sunday. We haven't decided a time yet, but anyway. All right, Robert.
Okay. Still my turn. All right.
We'll
talk about... Here's another one, limited run game. This is Jak 3.
How is that? Is that not in the collection of Jak?
So... Collection of Jak. Is there a collection of Jak on PS4?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Is there?
I don't think there is.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. There's just a lot of collections. There's a Crash collection. There's a Sonic collection. There's a Da-Da-Da collection. I don't think there's a Jak collection.
Okay.
There's a Spyro collection too. So limited run and Naughty Dog, and this is actually kind of a big deal because remember, Naughty Dog is like a not first party, but second party to Sony. So you think if they wanted to release Jak 3, they would just go through Sony.
Right.
Jak 3. No, they went through limited run games, which is really cool. So this is, Jak 3. There's actually a limited run game that's doing all four Jaks on PS4, and they're handling all of them. The special edition has like leather. Okay, maybe it's not leather, but it's
wait a minute. They're doing all four like in one collection, or all four one at a time? That is ridiculously greedy, but I understand the method behind that because idiots like you will buy each one.
I have only bought this one. I don't think I bought Jak. I really like Jak 3. Jak 3 is great.
Apparently, I didn't know that about you. You're a Jak 3 kind of guy, huh?
Jak 3 kind of guy. It's pretty dope.
I'm surprised there's not a collection. That's weird.
Well, maybe Limited Run will make a limited collection of all the Jaks. Because there's, I think, 3 main lines and then, another edition, like the Jak Goes to the Mall or something. So Jak 3, PS4. You're getting very ASMR. What are you doing?
I am opening up this right here. I was trying to open up one of the limited edition things. This is a Japanese...
Quit opening games! What are you doing?
to play them eventually. That's how I know I'm going to play them. This is a Japanese only release. By the way, I love these Japanese only release games. This also came from Kyle, and like I said, I wasn't done with his pile. That they have, reversible jackets that you can put on your game. And this is Death Tiny. How do you say this, Rob? Help me out here.
Uh,
What is
Death
this?
Tiny. That sounds good.
You
Death Tiny.
are you're we are so butchering that name. We
I
suck.
don't think we are. I think
I,
that's it.
I have not played this game, but he knows I love shmups, and so this is M2 game.
Oh, there you go. We were just talking about M2 earlier. There you
Yep,
go.
yep. So I'm excited to play this PS4, and these things are never released here in America um, in physical format. I mean, you're lucky to get them in digital format, but no way will you ever get this in physical format here. They just don't sell enough, right? I guess they could do the limited run way, right? Release 3,000 of them, and then 2,000 of them will be sitting on eBay. All right, brother. What
That's
else you got?
no, that's really awesome. Really awesome. Let's see here. Still on the limited run kick. So I think I've told a story about how I feel that King of Fighters 96 is the best King of Fighters. And I even asked the developers of King of Fighters, which is the best one, and he said King of Fighters 98.
Yeah,
And I was
so
like, you're wrong.
hold on. No, King of Fighters 96 is the right one. So Big Red Machine is saying something that I thought. Wouldn't Death Tiny mean Destiny?
Nope, there's an H in there, so it's Death Tiny.
Destiny. Destiny. Maybe somebody with a list made it.
Destiny.
Destiny.
No.
I don't know. So he's probably right though. I think it's supposed to be pronounced Destiny. There you go. It's Japanese, man. You know dude? You suck. You were supposed to know that, Rob.
Death Tiny, dude. We already said this. We already squashed it. Death Tiny.
What's up, Batsy?
And also, I really like the M2. They did a game called Death Greg. I'm so terrible with names. Death Greg, Forske Greg. It's another one of these shooters. It's an arcade shooter that never came out over here, but they are going to release it in the United States and do a limited run thing. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so keep
when
going.
I get the actual name, I'll actually tell you what it is. Anyway, so the answer is King of Fighters 96.
That is the correct answer.
That's the correct answer. But
and I did not buy that. Did you get it? You got it, didn't you?
I did. So I got it. What they released is King of Fighters 97. Like, okay, King of Fighters 97.
Close enough.
Close enough. But so I mistakenly Battle Gorega. That's what it's called. Battle Gorega. So look forward to Battle Gorega. It's a shooter. It's gonna be awesome. All right. Anyway, so I was like, okay, King of Fighters 97, and I pushed the button. Apparently, I pushed the wrong button. I didn't realize what button I pushed. And
so what did you buy? You knew what you were getting. Don't even lie. You knew you were getting that shit.
Well, I knew it was a dope edition, but I was like, all right, I'm just going to get the regular one because I thought when I pushed the button on this, it didn't go through because, like, you push the button, they sell out instantly. That's what happened to this. So I was like, well, I'll switch and get the regular one. Well, apparently,
what kind of logic is that? I'm just going to push the button on this.
No, so
Promax, you can't just jump in here and say the 3DS is dead. It is not dead. It still has a lot of life.
Just bought a game like 2 days ago, or whenever I bought this
3DS. Chromax is always starting shit in the chat.
And E3 is coming up, and there are 3DS games that have been showing up in store SKUs. So, and Persona Q Labyrinth comes out like this Friday, if it's not already out today. So, boom, 3DS not dead, 3DS alive.
All right. So
anyway,
I love the fact that this thing looks like a Neo Geo cartridge.
It's like a Neo Geo box. So I have a Neo Geo box for comparison. So this is SPC Chaos. I don't have King of Fighters 97, the game, because it's not as good as King of Fighters 96.
That is
correct. Which I do have, which is the correct answer, right?
That is the correct answer.
That's the correct answer. So if you notice, like, this is actually, they do a pretty good approximation. They have, like, the number of megabits, which doesn't really apply, the Neo Geo name, like 1 and 2 players. The rims are.
What is this even on?
This is a PlayStation 4 game. That's what's in here. So you open up this box. It's just a Playstation 4 game.
Just do it. Let's do it.
I'm not opening this. This is my child's like college.
This is why nobody watches our haul videos. We don't open the damn boxes.
That's true. Do you remember when I did the game opening and I just
I don't want to
open it?
I don't even want to remember that.
So you notice that this is like
Hey, here's a question. That's a lot of games. How do you have time to play them? Well, you see that they're sealed, right, Elliot? So he doesn't. That's a
I
secret.
eventually I do, but it takes a long time. Like I am currently
Rob,
playing
Rob
Devil
has
May Cry
this.
5.
He's been playing that
It's
game for 3 years.
I had to play it for a while, and I did beat
Rob has
Resident Evil
this.
2.
Rob has this dream where he believes that one day he will retire and have all this free time to play video games, but he's going to be too busy not being able to see or hear and enjoy the games. But instead, he's going to be taking care of his grandkids.
Oh, these children.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Fine,
carry
not
on,
wrong.
Rob. Is that
Next,
okay? Is there any other game you don't want to open? Because I got a game I've got
you're
open
gonna
here.
open it on screen. All right. So anyway, the point is, this is super close to what it looks like. Like this is awesome. I have to give them props for reproducing an actual Neo Geo AES bot. So well done, Limited Run Games.
Let's write Big Red Machine. Like one of these days, I'm going to mow my lawn, or you're going to mow your lawn. So let's see. This right here. Do you know of East Asia Soft? These are limited edition. Um,
I don't know what this is.
Out of Play Asia, sells them exclusively. So let's open this up. I've already opened it. This is RXN Raijin. This is a shooter, right? It's one of those shooters. But man, you're gonna love this. It comes with a metal box.
Oh my god, I need it.
So this
I
is a
need to
metal
be friends
box.
with Kyle.
You need to put more content out on the show. Wait, hold on a second. Then it comes with the game, right? Now, he said that this is an awesome game, and I know I trust him because he plays these games. He loves shooters. Comes with a little certificate number. So this is also limited to apparently 3,000.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's my number. And then it comes with the little art book. Now this is what I was looking at though. So the little art book. And I love these things, right? Because this is what I miss. I wish more companies in America were like this. We have limited run games, but unfortunately, limited run games doesn't produce things this nice. Like this is thick. This feels like an authentic Square Enix thing. Sweet, more games we won't play. Yeah, that's what you know what? We're renaming the segment. We're calling video game halls that we'll never touch.
Mountain of Shame growing.
Mountain of
No, you can play, but see, I dig shooters because I can play a shooter. Like I was playing 1944 the other day.
That's why it was easy for me to play those other shooters because I was like, oh, I pop it in. I know what to do. I don't need to, read. Oh my god. Okay, I need to play this game.
We need to play this game.
Yeah,
obviously, be a live stream.
I'm talking about the dude, right? Obviously, I'm talking about the dude.
I see where your fingers are, you dirty old man.
What is that? Is so ridiculous. What does she even do? I don't care. Anyway, so the character designs and things like that are on here. Real gamers don't play their games. That is right, Matthew. We do not. We just collect shit because we all daydream that we are going to retire one day.
Well,
and be able to play
the other thing is, I've also been playing Dragon Quest. I've talked about this for literally since September. Dragon Quest 11, and I completed, quote unquote, completed the game, and it says 104 hours. So any free time that I have, I've been playing Dragon Quest. But now that I've completed the game, things occur that I'm not going to be spoiler-esque about. So now I have more to do. So anytime I do have free time, I'm putting it into Dragon Quest. I did finish Resident Evil 2. I did finish Red Dead Redemption. I either am playing Tetris 99 on my Switch, or I'm playing Devil May Cry.
What's the news on Shenmue? When is that coming out?
Shenmue was actually just delayed. It's delayed to the end of the year.
So they're still thinking we're getting it. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. All right, what else you got, Rob? Then we'll come back to. I got 2 more games.
November 19th is when Shenmue is supposed to be shipped. It was supposed to be a little bit earlier.
It's for Kickstarter people, right? Or everybody?
Everybody.
Got it.
All right. So this is the most ridiculous game that I will not open. Golf Story that came out on the Switch. It's an RPG where you play golf, and I own it over there. It's actually really fun. It's one of the few games I got a chance to actually play it because it's digital, and then I can play digital games. Right? That's not that big a deal. In the game Golf Story, you play a game called.
Did you say Golf Story or
Golf?
Golf, like golfing. Gotcha.
Like Tiger Woods, right?
Yeah.
So in Golf Story, which is again like a 3D RPG type thing, there is an 8-bit game called Golf that is almost exactly like the original NES Nintendo Golf. The limited run is ridiculous, and they made the actual NES game that's in Golf Story on an NES cartridge. So this is
What the hell is this?
Golf. Let's look at this again. Golf. Let's see if we can get rid of that glare. There we go. Golf. And it says, "How about a round of golf?" So it is.
So it looks like a NES cartridge.
It is actually the Nintendo game is on here. Looks like golf for the NES. It's also 2-player versus mode exclusive to this card. This isn't regular golf. It is golf, baby.
It's golf.
Baby. There you go. And like I have to give them props. I would open it, but this is also my child's education. I'm not gonna do that. That's their college fund. I have too many children to just depend on scholarships, so we got to have a backup plan. So there you go.
Let me ask you this then: what kind of game is that? Like, why won't you open it? How rare is it?
Let's do a quick Google. This
You're not
came
gonna
into.
open it, you piece of crap.
No, I'm not gonna open it. This is a little bit more rare. So when these came out, they instantly. I mean, like normally, if you're there
Yeah,
at 10
look at that
o'clock,
cover. Who's gonna buy that besides
Well,
you?
well, because it's limited run games. Usually, they don't release Nintendo cartridges, right? So when this came up, even if you were logged in at 10 o'clock, you probably didn't get the game. It just didn't happen.
Okay,
So
so a week in geekdom, my boy Geo. Everybody go check out his channel. A week in geekdom says Golf Story limited edition comes with a freaking trophy. Is that true?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, whoa. So this is different. What he's talking about is you can get the special limited edition of Golf Story for Switch, and yes, it comes with a giant trophy. It's actually really cool. And a bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
This is different from that. So right now I'm looking at these, and the other thing is these come in 2 versions. There's a white cartridge version and a green cartridge version, but it's random. The white one is more rare. So I see on eBay some of the white ones that are $120, and then just the quote unquote regular ones that are $90. And
so which one you got? I'm gonna get you drunk. We're gonna open it up, and then we're gonna sell Golf on eBay for $10.
I could totally see you doing that too. Oh, let's freaking open it and rip.
This is what I do when I go to Rob's house. I get drunk and we open shit up, and he cries about it the next day.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why we're friends.
You totally have done that. I think it was some iteration of King of Fighters. I think you're like, hey, let's open this. I'm like, great idea. The next day, like, why are you opening my games?
Castle Chicken got me too. All right, moving on to this is Defenders of Ekron. This is another one of those East Asia games for the PS4. So inside this box comes the game, right? And something that we haven't seen in many years here.
An instruction
manual, right? Very cool. Very cool.
Nice.
You get the certificate number. What's going on, Sean Smith? And there's my certificate number.
That's awesome.
Not sure if you can read that. You get a soundtrack and this nice little placeholder. So that's really cool, man. I love these. It's ridiculous that we don't have a company here that actually supplies these kind of things to us. That sucks, right? But PlayAsia's smart. They're like, fuck it, we'll sell them games. We know Americans are going to import it, and as long as they're bilingual, right, or dual link, all these games are and they're all available in English. Asia has a section of games that are both in English and in Japanese, right? So they know their target audiences. You're gonna be like, oh, you want a Switch game? Yeah, we got you. Guess what? Those are in English, so they have a whole section. So this is all from East Asia Soft. Go ahead, man. What do you got? I got one more game, and then we can talk about
the news. I got some news for us to talk about.
All right.
Last game. I am super hyped about this. So, a little bit of backstory. I'll try and keep this short, but we know me. That's not going to be the case. There's something called the Cincinnati Classic, which is similar to the Louisville Arcade Expo, but much smaller.
Okay.
So the wife and I drove up to Cincinnati, went to this thing, and it was a really cool show. It was very small. It was in the back of a pond, those big flea markets. They had an open area there in the back of that. It was cheap to get in, $10. But there were cool people there, like the guys who do hardware mods, retro access. My buddy from My Life in Gaming, Corey, was there, so that was cool to see him.
Okay.
A couple other YouTube streamers and places, people like that.
You were there for Near Mint Condition, right?
And I was representing.
You were not. You're the worst. All right, go ahead.
So There's a guy named Rusty Shackles who had some really cool
His name is
art.
Rusty Shackles.
Rusty Shackles. Rusty Shackles. So I'm going to show you some of his art, and then I'll show you some of my game stuff. So this guy's dope. He was at the Lexington Comic Con, and he was like, "Hey, I have more stuff. May 18th, you should come to the show in
That's
Cincinnati."
why you went up there. Okay.
Yeah,
So he lured you with candy.
he lured me with candy, and it worked. So I totally bought this Metroid print.
He's an artist.
Yes, he's an artist. And then there's a Zelda print right here.
Okay.
Does this comic look like something?
Yeah, that's like looks like Thor. Looks
Is
like
that a Thor one?
like the cover of Thor.
Okay. Yeah, he totally took some of these comic episodes or issues and adapted them to video games.
I want to contact my contact at Marvel and let him know to sue this guy for money.
Oh my gosh! Don't do that.
Just
and
kidding.
Here's one more. I think this is just more like a typical video game homage or an '80s comic homage to Super Mario. So I thought this is pretty cool to have these comics as video game like posters and stuff. Yeah, I thought that's pretty neat.
One day when your basement is finished.
Yes. One day when the basement's finished.
How long have I been saying that? Probably
it's
10 years ago.
That's happen. When your basement
is finished.
We just finished the roof, so now that there's not water coming in on the top of the house, and there's not water coming in from the bottom of the house, knock on wood, we should be good to go. Oh, there's one. So,
okay.
All right. So I got that, but the coup de grace, as you know, for African American Pride Month, February Black History Month, I had talked about...
You guys have a whole month?
You get like a weekend, don't you?
I think I get, I think like a weekend at Chi-Chi's, I get a free dessert.
Chi-Chi's isn't even Mexican!
Nor does it exist anymore, so showing my age.
Oh, I love Chi-Chi. We should bring that back. Okay, anyway, I talked about Jerry Lawson, who was one of the first black engineers that helped pioneer a cartridge-based system. And his system was the Fairchild Channel F. Now, obviously, there are other people involved, but he's one of the key distinguished engineers in that. Let black people have their thing, okay? Anyway.
Who are you yelling at? Quit scaring the white people in the chat. Sorry about that, guys. He's really not that threatening.
We know that it takes more than one person to make a video game console. Let this man, who was one of the distinguished engineers, have his props. There we go.
Are you yelling at people that say that they also had something to do with the console? Anyway, what did you get?
No one in the chat I'm talking to, because everyone in the chat is awesome and respectful and respects diversity. So no one in this chat
I don't know about that. Go ahead.
So what they had there, and I've been looking for one of these systems for years because I always thought the system was cool, and then when I learned more about it in history,
said that's okay. Italian Americans just get some low key racist plumber.
That's true. Although I'm wearing his shirt today. All right. So I've been looking for this system for years and years. There's like 2 other systems that I've been looking for years. So 1 out of 3, down. The other 2 I'm looking for is the Vectress and the Pioneer Laser Active. But we'll get to that. But the dude totally had at this place, and his store is called, I took a flyer, Epic Loot. So if you ever are in the Cincinnati Centralville area.
You don't know where the hell that guy's
I don't know where it is.
You were like, I swear, man, you give me 20% off, I'll plug your store.
Centralville or Springfield area of Ohio, go to Epic Loot because he legit had some epic loot. So go there.
Okay. So what did you get?
So what I got was the actual system, the Fairchild Channel F. Here it is.
Oh, you actually got one.
Yes. I actually got one. So this is the
system. Do they ship overseas? It looks like a giant tape player.
Yeah, it does look like a giant tape player, doesn't it?
Do they ship overseas? No, probably
this is an American-made system. So
what's up, McNoodles? This is an American-made system, so it probably doesn't work.
Oh, no, it does work. It does work. Confirmed. And it's cool. So the controllers. So this is where you lift up this thing, protects it. The controllers are these weird handle things.
Oh, they're like the Wiimotes or vibrators. And I lost Rob. That's really odd. He might have accidentally hung up. So is everybody still in the chat? Am I still live? That's a good question because there's a lot of thunderstorms here. What's up, Delusionals Arcade?
You there? Are you there?
Yeah. Are you stupid? Did you?
I think I accidentally click the end button. We're back. Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
You're good.
Okay.
Your Fairchild, your Morgan Fairchild system just broke.
So the controllers, what this is cool. So this is a joystick. So this is a 4-way joystick, and it also pushes down and it
It's a
rotates.
good thing
too.
there was a 4-second delay here and from live streaming because of the. Y'all would have seen some nipples if that was not the case.
Yeah, we have an editor on hand to make sure no one says the F word and no one shows their boobs. So anyway,
Shit.
okay, gang. All
Go
right.
ahead.
So it comes with 2 of these and they're attached. There's the first one, and the second one.
Okay.
Like I said, and it comes with a couple of games built in. There's like a tennis game and a hockey game that are built into the systems. You can see right here where it says tennis and hockey. And these are your various modes that you can play the game. But what's cool about this is again the first system that had an interchangeable like cartridge slot. So I bought a couple games and
I have to ask. That looks really like in really good condition.
yes,
How much?
it's in near mid condition. Ah!
I don't know about that, but how much was that system?
This
What
system
does the
was,
average go for?
I'd say it's about $150 on eBay usually. And the dude was super nice and also could see that my children were melting down and my wife was pissed and everyone was tired and hungry and ready to go home. So
That
he gave
goes
it
a
to me
long
for
way.
$100. System for $100.
$100. Wow.
$100.
McNoodles, I'm gonna see if Marvel can send me a copy of that handbook omnibus so I can look at it. And let you guys know what it's like. I never thought about picking it up, but I know a lot of people were kind of excited about it.
All right,
right,
so I'm going to open up the game here.
Have you tested this thing to see if it works?
Yeah, it works. It totally works. I haven't tested putting a game in, but I did test to see if like the default games work. So
It
the game
is
didn't
near
really
mint
have.
Chromax. That's what
Yeah.
Rob just said.
Seriously, it is near mint. So some of the games, these games, he gave me a couple bucks off the games too. So the games didn't typically have names. They were usually like game 1, game 5. I think there were like 20 games that were released.
You know what you got to do now.
I'm not going to collect them all.
You know what you got to do now,
It's
Rob.
just not-
Let's go on a road trip, me and you. Go ahead and cash in your kids' educational fund.
See, we can collect all 24 game
Yeah,
cartridges.
can you imagine that? We'll be the first YouTube channel, and we'll get like 35 views because no one gives a shit.
No one gives a shit, right? They don't care. But look at this. Look at this. This is like instructions on the cartridge.
It looks like what's it called?
ColecoVision, maybe.
No, not really.
Atari?
I was looking more for what the hell is it called before the cassettes?
8-tracks.
8-tracks. Thank you.
8-tracks. That's
Yeah.
kind of like 8-tracks. But look at the
All
cartridge.
right, I gotta read this comment. Rob.
Okay.
If
Here
you
it
don't
comes.
if you don't have it all, you have nothing.
All right, fine.
That
Let's
is so
use
true.
our- let's get a road trip and buy every single. See if we can do it in 30 days. Every single Channel F game. Let's do it.
All right, we'll start a Kickstarter and get like $3.50, and somehow we'll end up owing the government money.
Oh, somehow it comes with an instruction manual. Like whoever had this stuff, it's in pretty daggone good shape for being. This is 1976 or 1977. This is before the 2600. So like this is in really decent shape. How to play the game?
That's what I was thinking. I tore the shit out of that kid. Hated that system. That kid was like, that's not an Atari, Dad. You suck.
This is
why
I
I hang out at Mom's house.
I have a funny story about that. So apparently, our buddy Chad, friend of the show, he had a Fairchild Channel F, and he told me there's 1976 copyright on here, and he told me that his dad had one of these, and he doesn't know what happened to it. And they are originally technically from the Ohio region. Wouldn't it be funny if this was our buddy Chad's Fairchild Channel F? I will be happy to resell it to him for $500.
Like a true friend.
Like a true friend, exactly. Put in the cartridge slot. Look at that. Look at that black engineering right there. Black engineering.
Hey Omar, that video of me dumping my feet in a tub of mayonnaise is coming out soon. Thanks, McNoodles. I remember that statement.
Oh boy. All right.
All right.
Button to eject. There we go. So
Wow.
there you go. This is the first interchangeable cartridge video game system before the 2600 and all that. And again, this is called the Fairchild is the name of the company. It's called the Channel F. Channel F. They made a second one, but I'm not going to buy one of those. I'm not that crazy.
All right, so stay tuned to this channel for Rob and Omar's crazy road trip trying to collect all 23 of these not even great cartridges.
All right.
My last game I've got is called Shikondo. It's a Soul Eater game.
Okay.
So this comes with an original soundtrack, which is right here. Original soundtrack. It comes with, of course, this outer box. Once again, it's an East Asia game, so it comes with one of these little, hey, this is your number. That's how cool you are.
I'm so cool.
in line. Let me show that again because I think I was focused on you instead of myself. Here's the outer box. Here is the soundtrack. Do you remember that? Who has a CD player anymore, right? Should be John Vinyls. All right, and then it comes with the actual game. Now, what is really cool about the cartridge, by the way, this is also a shooter, is this is the back of the box. There's a light. Sorry. Look, there's an actual use for these little tabs up here. Because
Magic.
Manual. Dude, this is crazy. Like, how much does it cost to print a manual that small? This is why, look. Soul mode. Like, they know who's going to purchase this, right? It's in English. Like, how to play. Everything is in English. This is amazing.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's like, oh yeah, some gaijin's gonna purchase this. I don't know what's going on with this spider and this lady.
You need to shoot it.
I'm just gonna assume that we need to kill that spider before he does something nasty to this girl.
Yep, shoot it.
And that is the story. Because I make up stories. There's difficulty modes in case you're an idiot and you cannot figure out that easy means easy. And then the last page are your characters. There's 2 characters. And then your notes where you can take notes. I suck at level 4. Need help. Ah, dude, this is so cool. Like the fact that it comes with a tiny little manual, fits into this little area right here. Because it's just wasted space, right? What? Why have this? This is a Japanese game too. You're not gonna hold anything up, man.
I agree.
Big Noodles, you can totally curse here, but I don't know if YouTube lets you put it there. You're more than welcome to curse here. I don't care. Rob doesn't care. He'll pray for you, but we still don't care.
Okay.
All right. So what kind of news do you have, Rob?
Let's get to the news.
The news segment of the Sega CD. What's coming out?
All right. So let's talk about a couple of things. First things first, I'm going to do a little bit of self-promotion.
Okay.
Y'all need to buy Layers of Fear 2. Oh my gosh, I'm not wearing my Layers of Fear 2 t-shirt. What is wrong with me?
You are the worst near mint condition member and the worst team member at Gun Media
ever.
Why do we let you go places? All right, go ahead.
So Layers of Fear 2, it's by Bloober Team in Poland. It is you are an actor on a cruise ship getting ready for the ultimate role. And things go awry. Things don't go quite the way you expect. So lots of psychological horror, rather than not just jump scares, but psychological horror is what this game is all about. So since I'm not wearing the shirt, I will come up with some iconography so y'all can remember it. So it'll be burned into your retinas. Here we go. This is a good picture right here. Yeah, let's do that. Here we go.
You know, there's this thing called screen share.
Oh, we could do a screen share, couldn't we? I don't know how to use the internet, though. Layers of Fear 2. That's what it looks like.
Dude, it looks like some 14-year-old kid made that for you.
No, not even true. Our graphic designer made that game. Maybe what we can do is, I don't know, maybe we'll do a Let's Play or something, show the game off. But it's really cool. Check it out, especially if you like horror and jump scares. We were actually number 6 on Twitch in the launch week, which is insane that we beat like okay, no one beats Grand Theft Auto, but we were higher than so many other games. People watching the game, streaming the game, enjoying the game, loving the game. So please check out Layers of Fear 2. It's on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4. $29.99. It's not even expensive. Great game. Give it a shot. Get spooked. Multiple ending.
Do I need to play Layers of Fear 1 in order to understand what's happening in Layers of Fear 2?
I'm glad you asked that question, Omar. And
this is why I'm great at interviews.
Yeah, great. No, you do not. Layers of Fear 1, which is a great game and is available on all set systems, is you are an artist trying to paint the ultimate masterpiece, and things go awry there. So, but if you've played Layers of Fear 1, you kind of understand the mechanics on what Layers of Fear 2 basically is. But there's a lot of new stuff in Layers of Fear 2 that wasn't in 1. So, no, you can play them separate. But if you have played 1, 2 is cool. And the other thing is, if you like classic film, like if you like movies like Seven, Suspiria, Nosferatu, George Méliès, like if you like classic,
you are jumping all kinds of decades there.
Yeah, I am.
It's like you went from Nosferatu to Suspiria. There's about like a
Suspiria is
60-year gap between them, though. You're talking about classic Suspiria, not the remake. I assume.
Classic Suspiria. Yes, if you're familiar with classic film and classic horror films, there's a lot of shout outs and homages like Metropolis. If you're familiar with like those type things like film, there's a lot of homages to those films in the game too. So if you appreciate film, if you appreciate psychological horror, you'll love Layers of Fear 2. And check out my Layers of Fear shirt too. I'm not wearing it. All right. So let's talk about, we're all retro gamers here. Let's talk about the Genesis Mini. So the final 10 games were announced, and technically it was 12 games. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, okay, some of these games I think are cool. I have the whole list here. I'm going to talk about the ones that I think are cool, and then I'm going to really go into depth on 2 specifically. So on the list that was just released, Virtua Fighter 2, that's pretty technically awesome. Dynamite Headdy is fantastic. That's another treasure game. Strider, Light Crusader. And then some of the ones that were previously announced are things like Sonic, Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, which is the first time Castlevania Bloodlines has been released on anything, so that's really saying something. Shiny Force, Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zones, Altered Beast, Gunstar Heroes, Mickey Mouse. I thought Lightning Force is on here too. I see Thunder Force 3. I'm pretty sure Thunder Force 4 is on here too. Streets of Rage 2, Earthworm Jim, Sonic 2, Contra Hard Corps. It's a great game. Super Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition, Ghouls and Ghosts, Golden Axe. Mega Man: The Wily Wars. Now I have.
Oh God, I love that game. Now here's the story behind that. Let me teach you a little history here.
Even though I was just about to talk about. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Let me steal your thunder. I do this all the time to Maddie and Amanda. Get used to it, bitch. Anyway, in America, that game was only released through the what, Rob? The what channel?
Through the Sega Net channel.
That's right. We had this thing back in the day, in case you all don't remember, called cable. And the cable would hook up to this. It was like a cartridge, right? And the beauty is you can pay like a monthly rate, you can pay a yearly rate, or you can pay the Sega channel for life. Can you imagine being that kid that paid for it for life? Like his dad was like, "Happy birthday, son. I know this card would have gotten you some pussy, but instead
that's what, yes.
I got you the Sega channel for life. You're welcome." And you're like, fuck yeah. And then like a year later, Sega cancels everything, and you're like, ah, man, my dad sucks. So that was the only way that you could play the Wily Wars here in America. In Japan, it was available through cartridge, through it came in a physical So it's pretty cool that they're actually releasing this because it's one of those most sought after games. So mad props to them. Who's putting this together?
So this is actually, so what's interesting about this is not At Games, which we've fussed about before. It's not At Games doing it. It's Sega right. In conjunction with, once again, our most technical gurus, M2. So they're putting this together. And as I said, Mega Man, you're absolutely right. It's a Sega Net exclusive. You can get repros like this of the games for playing your real Genesis. Was really cheap to get a repro, or you can get this thing legitimately and you'll have it forever. So I think that's cool. Now, the 2 of the games that were announced for the Genesis Mini are special, and I need to tell you why they're special. The first one is Darius. I'm sure you're familiar with the Darius series. Oh, yeah. If you're not, it is, I guess you could say, the pillar of 3 shooters in Japan. It's R-Type, Darius, and what's the third one? Third pillar of shooters. Every shooter's.
I would say Radiant Son of a Gun. No, I'm just kidding. R-Type. Gradius.
Yeah, I think it's Gradius, Darius, and R-Type. I could be wrong. There might be a third one. Anyway.
You probably are. We usually are on the show. This is not a show for education.
So Darius is it takes place in an aquatic background. You shoot like a bunch of fish. Darius was never released, period, on the Mega Drive. Some dude in his copious free time took 3 years in Japan, and he ported the arcade version of Darius to the Genesis, just because he just wanted to. Now, the version that's on this system, the Genesis Mini, supposedly is not his. However, I don't see any mention of old dude's Darius anywhere. So it's one of 2 things. One, M2 worked with, employed this guy to bring Darius to the system, or 2, they were like, "Hey, shut down your Darius because we're doing our own Darius." So it's one of those.
What happened. We're suing you. We're suing you, and good luck in life, kid. That's
Second thing that's super, super interesting is Tetris. Now, Tetris was never released on the Genesis at all. It was released on the Mega Drive, but when Nintendo and the Tetris company got into their kerfuffle and Nintendo won rights, everyone had to destroy their carts of Tetris. Tetris on the Mega Drive was one of those that got destroyed. So there are literally like 10 Tetris cartridges for the Genesis. I have one right here. I'm kidding, I don't, because it's worth $1 million. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating there either. It was like, I think for one time, I think it was on 10. No one's gonna pay $1 million for Genesis Tetris, even if it's signed by but they might
crazy.
$20,000 or $30,000. Like, I'm not joking when I say there's only like 10 in existence that people know about, right? So this is supposedly a better version of what was released back then. So this is an enhanced version of that Tetris. So this is like, I was pretty hyped for the Genesis Classic Mini anyway. But now, with these things included, I am super pumped. And the thing that gets me the most pumped, the coolest thing that they're going to do, is they're going to release a case. This is ridiculous. I have it right over here. They're going to release a case that's going to be the Sega CD.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic on top. So you're going to be able to build the Tower of Power with your Sega Genesis Mini. And guess what? I'm totally 1,000% buying that.
How much is that going to be?
The case thing?
Yeah,
$40. $40.
But what the hell does it do? Can I play Sega CD games? No. Oh, then you can go to hell, Rob. You and the Sega Mini can go to hell. I'm not gonna. That's ridiculous. Why can't?
Just a case.
Just a case. Nah, I'm good.
Hold on. I'm going to show you the Tower of Power. Oh, no, I'm not going to go off the screen. But this is what it replicates. This is
so ridiculous. Now that is the Sega CD version 2, right?
No, this is version 1.
Really? I thought I had the version 1. I had the version 1 is the fat and
the one on the side is version 2. This is the first one.
Oh, okay. That's the one I have then, the version 2.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's news about the Genesis Mini. Some more news. Did you see the trailer for Death Stranding?
What's up, Empower? Yes. That's the game by Silent Hill guy, right? Not Silent Hill.
Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear.
No, it's another guy. He did Castlevania. Hideo Kojima.
Nope.
He really like Godzilla.
All your facts were so wrong. Please get off the show.
I said the show is not about education. What's going on, Empower? How are you?
So Hideo Kojima released his 8-minute trailer on Death Stranding and has like popular
8-minute trailer. That's why I don't watch this shit.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people in said trailer. There's Norman Reedus. There's
you love that guy. You talk about him all the time.
What?
Talk about that guy so much.
There's Mads Mikkelsen. There's who was the bionic woman? What was her name? Yeah, the show is not for like education. You're absolutely right. I should totally know these people. Well, all these famous actors and actresses are in this game or in this trailer. And Guillermo del Toro, he's on the game. He's in the game. Troy Baker. So everyone's watched this trailer, and it makes no sense to anybody. So
you're in.
And they released 3 versions of the game that you can pre-order. One is just the game. Then there's a second one that's the collector's edition, which is what I got. That comes with a steel case and like I think a soundtrack or something. And then the third one, which is like $200 and some. It comes with like a baby.
Yeah, I saw it in a plastic bag or something.
Baby in the bag or something, and soundtracks and dudes and all kinds of ridiculousness, which I'm not going to jump on that. I can't do it.
Lindsay Wagner. Thank you, Big Red Machine.
Yes, Lindsay Wagner. That's it. And I see Leia Seydoux and Tommy Earl Jenkins.
Okay.
Yeah. Lindsay Wagner she was the bionic woman.
Well, thank you very much for the sweet words, Empower. And McNoodles, you keep doing you with that amazing talent that you have with your fart under your armpit.
Almost done with gaming news.
What else you got?
Dragon Quest Walk. Have you heard of Dragon Quest Walk?
No, but I heard of Pokemon Sleep.
We're going to talk about that too. So Dragon Quest Walk is essentially Pokemon Go, except instead of Pokemon running around, it's going to be Dragon Quest characters, Dragon Quest monsters and stuff running around, which this is one of those times where I really wish I lived in Japan, because even though I'm a Nintendo guy, I'm really not much of a Pokemon person.
So it's a Japan thing.
Yes, Japan only. If it comes out on here, I will buy you a box of rice. Like there's hardly any chance.
Because I'm Japanese. I'm not Japanese.
It'll be Mexican fried rice. It'll be fine. There's hardly any chance whatsoever that Dragon Quest Walk will be ported and released here in America. There's just,
Oh
just,
yeah,
just not
it's not. We didn't even get Dragon Quest, the theater
10.
rhythm, right?
Yep,
The theater
10,
rhythm
we got
didn't come out here.
so there's no way it's going to happen. But like, I'm going to Japan, as you know, soon, and if it's going to be in some form or fashion, I'm totally going to install it and play it while I'm over there.
How you're gonna destroy your stupid phone?
Yeah, probably. I can hack and slash it. We'll make it. And if I break the phone, I'll just restore it. It'll be fine. I have a Pixel. Greatest phone ever. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Speaking of Pokemon,
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Saw the trailer.
There's a Pokemon Direct actually this morning, talking about various aspects of the games. The Pokemon can get big and small, and there's a new region, and it's for the Switch. It has a little bit of multiplayer capabilities, and it should be really cool. If you're a Pokemon person, you'll love Pokemon Shield and Sword. And there's a double pack that you can pre-order that has both games for $120. There's also this. No.
Anything special? No. Okay. I thought it would come with like a little sword and a little shield. Not even that.
No, because like the when they did the same thing for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Dark Moon or whatever for the 3DS, I was like, oh, okay, I'm totally going to pre-order this. It's going to be both games. I'll get like something or get money off. No, it was both games. So I was like, nope, not going to do that. This one, I believe, am not aware of any special things that you get by buying them both together in one bundle. Also exciting to me is Pokemon Sleep. It's a little disc thing that keeps track of your sleep. And I am definitely one who likes to keep track of my sleep. I have a Pebble watch here. You can show this right here. Let me show you my Pebble watch. Actually, I'll take it off right here.
Okay, so Pokemon Sleep is a real thing.
Yeah. So what this does, mine's Luigi and he jumps. It keeps track. My watch keeps track of my sleep and like patterns and like if I need more sleep or whatever. It tells me things. It kind of gamifies it. So Pokemon Sleep is absolutely 100% going to gamify your sleep.
What's up, Make Havoc? Sorry.
What's up, homie? No. Please, always, you guys who are joining, thank you for joining us so late in the night. We appreciate it. Or so early in the morning, we appreciate you. So it's going to gamify your sleep and try and encourage you to like go to freaking bed and not get up so early and get your rest. So it's able to track your sleep. Now, I'm not sure.
That is the laziest way to catch Pokemon.
That is my way to catch Pokemon because I can get some sleep even though
I think I get like 5 or 6 hours of sleep at most. Let's see. Not Censored said, I'm disinterested in anything without the name Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, I'm actually going to talk about that. And you know what? We might as well talk about it now. Pokemon Sleep. Go get it. Buy it. So then we have E3s coming up. Oh, wait. There's one more thing I want to talk about. Have you seen the Playdate? Do you know what the Playdate is? It's this yellow handheld. It's monochrome. And has 2 buttons, looks like a Game Boy, but it has a crank on the side. And it's going to have like 12 homebrew games for $150. So I'll put a link in the description, or you're going to put a link in the description. We need to figure out an easier way to share screens and share stuff. But there's a portable system coming out by a company, Panic, who released Firewatch on who released the digital version of Firewatch. They are releasing this thing called a Playdate, handheld with a crank, so you'll be able to use that for gameplay stuff. It looks really cool. I'm super hyped about it. So last thing I want to talk about in the 60 seconds that we have left is E3. Now, this is where I want the audience to participate. Tell me in the comments below, above, to the side, what you're excited about for E3. Let me tell you what I am excited about. Yes?
I was going to answer a question. M Power's asking where we are. We are in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
That's so dreary.
Can't you tell from our accents? The way we say y'all and not?
I don't think I said y'all. Y'all?
Y'all? Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. We are in Kentucky. Born and bred with bourbon, horses, and fried chicken. So,
I was not born and bred here, but go ahead.
No, you weren't. I don't think I was either. Anyway, so what I'm excited about at E3. Cyberpunk 2077. Last E3, they had that amazing 40-minute trailer that talked about some of the gameplay. I'm so looking forward to that. So Cyberpunk 2077. I'm sure there'll probably be more Death Stranding moves. They might not. I think the reason Hideo Kojima release Death Stranding stuff now is so it wouldn't get lost in the clutter of E3. Marvel's Avengers, the game I think it's a Switch game, Switch exclusive. Some more information is going to be coming about that. Control, which is about the guys.
What's up, Greco Bully? That dude represents Kentucky too, so he's out of here. He's out of Kentucky. Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, we're cool. So Control is controlled by the guys at Remedy. So I'm looking forward to see that. Doom Eternal and Halo Infinite. Like I think it's kind of funny that we have Eternal, Infinite, and all these shooters. But I love I'm not a Halo guy, but I love Doom. So I'm looking forward to actually seeing more of Doom Eternal. I'm also not a Star Wars guy, which is kind of odd because I'm such a nerd. But
You
Star
are.
Wars Jedi: The Fallen Order is going to be. Hopefully, they're going to show something there. And then from the Nintendo news, Animal Crossing. They should actually finally show Animal Crossing for real. And okay,
On
all
what
right,
system?
on the Switch, on the Switch, on the Switch. All right, all right. This is me begging. Look at me. If anyone from Nintendo is watching this stream, now we have 10,000 subscribers. Yay! So hopefully one of them works at Nintendo.
Don't we know people that work at Nintendo?
Yes, yes, we do. Yes, we
What
do.
is? Okay, go ahead.
I don't know their subscriber, but if not, I'm going to take this clip and send it to them. Please, please release Super Mario 3D World for the Switch. Please release 3D Super Mario for the Switch so I can take my Wii U and get rid of it because my kids are like, I want to play Super Mario 3D World for the Switch or for the Wii U, and it takes 45 minutes
Well,
to start. It's horrible.
Then you
So-
still need Zelda Wind Waker, right? Right.
I have yes, we do need Wind Waker.
We need Wind Waker. And then what is the hero game? Hero 101?
Wonderful 101.
Whatever. And then Zombie U, which you fucking love.
I'm the only person who plays Zombie U, but I love Zombie U. It's on the PS. It's on Xbox, I think. I think it's released on Xbox.
But
It's possible. So you might have seen Super Mario Maker 2, and it has a theme. Like you can build. What Super Mario Maker is you build like Mario levels. And it comes with like 100 levels you can play. There's a story mode. Da da da. You can also switch between different like themes. So you can build a stage, and it can be Super Mario Bros. 1, or flip a button, and Super Mario 3, or flip another button, it's Super Mario World. So they've added a couple more modes, and one of the modes is Super Mario 3D World. Now it's not compatible with the others, so when you make a 3D World level, it's just for Super Mario 3D World. But it looks just like Super Mario 3D World. And last year they came out with Captain Toad's Treasure Tractor, which is using Super Mario 3D World's engine.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
No, Captain Toad's Treasure Trackers, right? Isn't that right?
I don't know. I own the game. I haven't played it yet.
Anyway, so that's using this 3D World engine. This engine, or when you switch to 3D World in Mario Maker, is using the 3D World engine. So there is no reason why you guys can't freaking release Super Mario 3D World for the Switch. Because then I could finally be at peace. I can play the game easily with my kids. They absolutely love Super Mario 3D World.
And what are you gonna do with your Wii U? You're gonna end up keeping it anyway.
Oh, I'm not gonna get rid of it. You're absolutely right. But I can. There's no room in the entertainment system for it. So like the Switch is on the floor, the baby kicks it over, or whatever. I could take the Wii U and the gamepad and put them upstairs up here and have all my games like that I'm playing currently. Because that's the only thing that I keep it for. Like I have Mario Maker on the 3DS. So I don't need it for that. I have. Oh yeah, I do. Technically, I do need Wind Waker on something. You're right.
I told you. Called GameCube, right?
I do technically still have it on GameCube. So that is what I'm excited for E3. Cyberpunk, Animal Crossing. Oh, and maybe Google's going to announce. Actually, Google said they're going to announce stuff for the Stadia, which is the cloud-based game system. They're going to announce some stuff. I think in 2 days.
Good luck with that system.
That given we had a Google outage very recently and couldn't do things with even with this show right here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of and it affected like Google Fi and some other things like that. And Snapchat, YouTube,
everything was busted. Yeah, you're right.
Everything was busted. So I'm sure Google will be fine. You don't need to play games for that.
When are we going to get Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Super Mario Sunshine on the Switch, Rob?
All this, it needs to happen. And it hasn't happened yet. So this means the surprise thing is will make my E3 if Super Mario 3D World is announced. So surely to goodness it'll happen. Surely goodness it'll happen.
How cool would it be to have, how they had the Super Mario Collection, if they started doing that? I have a Super Mario Collection Volume 1, Super Mario Collection Volume 2, which includes the 64, the Sunshine, and then the 2 Galaxy games.
Love that. That would be an amazing.
That would sell. That would sell. That would sell like day one, limited edition, with Mario's hat, whatever ridiculous thing that you're gonna end up buying.
Mark block in. That's a sticker. Charge me $80. Give it to me all day.
But seriously, that kind of stuff would sell. Nintendo really never markets things like that. It's very rare for a collection of things. I remember how big of a deal it was to have a collection of Legend of Zelda on the GameCube. Right? We had Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time.
And also, like, they did the Super Mario All Stars.
Include Baby Mario in a jar. Yes, I love that evil overcoat.
Cross promotion, Death Stranding, Baby Mario. Give it to me all day. The Kojima Mario game.
All right. Is there any other news you wanted to talk about?
That is the news. That is the news.
All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. We have another live show on Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It is our 3-year anniversary that we've been on YouTube. It is our 10,000 subscriber celebration. It's the Ask Us Anything, where all 6 of us are going to sit around a table, this table here, and we're going to answer all your questions. Any questions you all have, just throw them in there. So hopefully some of you all can join us live for that video. It'll be all of us: Rob, myself, Amanda, Maddie, Dan, and who's Tina? Tina? I forget. I almost forget Tina. Andrew will be here as well. So yes. Now, is that it?
That's it.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you catch this on the flippity flip after the live, please leave a comment down below. Thank you very much, Chromax. That was really nice of you. Thank you to everybody that joined us live. And let's see, what else does Amanda does this all the time. She's so much better at it than I am. Don't forget to check out our social media, Instagram, right? We have that is at Near Mint Con. We're on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. We also have t-shirts at Redbubble if you want to, get a t-shirt. And then
Patreon.
We have a Patreon, right? Which we have exclusive things on there, like early access to videos and things like that. So I think that's it. Did I say it all?
You got it. I think you got it.
All right. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys are excited for in the month of June as far as video games.
Month of June. What did you pick up in May, and what are you looking for in June?
That's it. What did you pick up in May?
And what are you looking for E3? I'm going to try and put some content out for E3. I'm not going to E3 this year, but I'm going to be watching it from the excitement of my desk at work.
Just download some dude's video and then claim it as yours.
Good idea. Good idea.
Thank you, Philip. That is a good idea. I'll have her write it down for me, and then I'll memorize it eventually. That's why I need co-host. So, everybody, thank you for joining us. Remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint. Have a good night,
folks. Good one.